Greetings, greetings, greetings. You are now tuned into the vault. Trust Christian owned, not to control everything. Just want to thank you for tuning in live, listening to replay. Always appreciate everybody that tunes in live, listens in the replay. This is the vault, episode 551, February 4th Trustee Training Recap. Definitely thankful for everybody that tunes into this episode, listens in the replay. Definitely hit the like, hit the subscribe. Helps the channel grow. Always appreciate it. This is definitely one of those episodes where we are thankful for everyone that has came to the webinar. It was an online webinar. We actually had quite a few trustees on the line. Looked like an atypical trustee training. And so we definitely look forward to everyone that has come. We'll have to do a buy one, get one free for the next time for trustees that just came to that workshop. We actually had trustees bring people that they trust to the trustee training, so that was a big plus for them. And there are people that you can help that are close to you. So we look forward to having people that they trust others to work with them. Trusteeship is about fostering community and people entrusted with people entrusted. It's the easy way to think about it. So we always appreciate everybody that comes continuously for years to the trustee training. The trustee training this year was with start out the year with a estate planner, ex-estate planner, and as well someone that has an accounting company, and as well is an enrolled agent. And so we're thankful for that level of skills coming to the table. Uh, Definitely appreciate it. It was one of those events where we had questions once again. We went through it very thoroughly. Quite a few people asked. They said, "Hey, well, what's the itinerary?" It's a private session, ladies and gentlemen. It does flow very succinctly, and we're always tightening up. We had a Q&A at the end, so we always have Q&A available for people after the section of that particular speaker. And so, definitely worth the what people call the investment or the capital or the time, the energy, exchange, or otherwise. So we'll just kind of go back through what we saw and feedback we've already gotten very quickly. One of the things that we got back was trustee training does a heavy dosage on case law, and it's very apropos for us when we're in an environment where precedent or common law is the rule. So we definitely are thankful that we have that level of feedback coming back from our trustees that understand it's always a heavy dose of understanding trustee case law as trustees and knowing that there's a heavy dose of case law that can be undertaken and had. And so outside of case law, we got feedback that where you get people on the line, they want asset protection. That's something that starts right from the beginning. And then we get into the other methods. And we have trustees that they are definitely well off. When we say well off, they've crossed that $1 million mark, whether it's in cash flow of their company, whether it's them in their net worth. Quite a few trustees have been able to cross that threshold that have come through, and in turn, they're able to get into what's called in alternative investments. So when you see a lot of those families that are able to take advantage of those things, uh, a lot of those families are looking for some of the things that we talked about, whether it's oil, whether it's people talk about real estate. We talked about the components of trusteeship, some great tools. We're going to launch some products just because we know that we have value when it comes to that. Uh, right now, there's quite a few subject matters that need to be addressed inside of it, so we're going to address those things. very much so. So we look forward to it. It was a great one to share. Once again, questions that came through. Interestingly enough, we actually are going to have the accountant Larissa actually come on the podcast, and we're going to ask her the questions that some of the trustees asked live to really present value on that particular episode. So we're definitely excited about that. That's going to be one of those things where we're looking forward to sharing with trustees, sharing with people what they call in the public. Oh, well, what do you guys deal with in the private as far as questions? So we're going to go over those questions that were asked to the accountant and the enrolled agent on the actual line during the webinar. So it'll be a great back play for everyone that's in the public that may say, oh, well, how, if I'm like this, how can I work with someone such as yourself? And so look forward to answering those questions. Um, it was a quality event once again when you can get in front of people that value uh, what we talked about immediately. We can address those things on this particular podcast, which is something that we talk to the trustees about in the training. And this is something that you start out with from the beginning of the year or you end the year, but literally it's a board meeting, it's a family meeting. We had trustees ask us recently on the consultation, well, what if I'm the first trustee and I'm the only trustee? I thought I was supposed to establish a board. So if this trustee in particular is listening because you remember yourself asking that question, just know that it's a great thing to ask those questions. How do I do this? How do I do that? This trustee as well, or another trustee asked about a successor recently. And these are the things that we talk about at the first board meeting of the year or the last board meeting of the year. These are the plans for the next 12 months. These are the plans moving forward. So it's just great to be able to go over that with families in a very, controlled manner, very organized manner, structured manner. Those things are important. Um, and so we're just thankful that we were able to do that. Definitely was very conscious of time. And so people say, oh, well, I want the recording. Ladies and gentlemen, these trainings have private families on them. So we're doing our best to make sure that the content is prepared best for the families, and just making sure that things are on the up and up, as they call it. So we look forward to connecting with families. We're actually going to do the next one on, what is that, March the 3rd. Pretty confident. It's March the 3rd, 3/3/2025. And so in turn, that's going to be the next Sunday trustee training. Most likely just going to plan out the schedule and do a Sunday trustee training for the next year, for this year, on the first of every month, and keep it light and keep it prepared. We're going to continue to bring speakers like that on trustee training. We have quite a few people that wanted to get on and they want to see more value and they want to see value. So we'll continue to bring value on Sundays again with trustee trainings, and we'll do live ones and private ones as well. So Christian at trustchristian.com if you like to get into the trainings. These are going to be once a month on the Sundays. If you want to do it, feel free to reach out. So that was 2-4. The next one is 3-3. Feel free to reach out. Christian at trustchristian.com. Once again, that's Christian at trustchristian.com. And once again, it was a great event. Many questions came through. Look forward to giving all of you the questions that we had come up, and you all can pass them along. And that's how it works. You all can have the questions that may prompt you to move, do the things you need to do. So, Christian at trustchristian.com. Once again, the email is Christian at trustchristian.com. Look forward to hearing from you. Peace and